Alright, that's a little bit better. Yeah, that was annoying. At first, just nothing was loading at all, and then it decided to just completely break. And hey, camera works today. Excellent. Alright, I'm getting all my desktop stuff reset up now. And we'll get going here momentarily. Anatolo's stream back up, because never stop watching Dragon Warrior 4. Them was the rules. Now... Okay. Good. Alright, everything's working now. Ah, happy Wednesday, everybody. A little bit of a late start, thanks to technical difficulties. But happy to be back, happy to be doing more Aidyn Chronicles. This game is amazing. Like, more so than it deserves to be. Or at least more so than I would expect. More crashes than Aidyn Chronicles. True, so far I only have one Aidyn Chronicles crash. Okay, so yesterday we beat Kidarak in the mountains north of Aramon. That was the Goblin Chieftain. We got a boatload of experience there, so I upgraded some skill levels and some class levels. So that's great. Came back to King Zoman, and he decided to reveal that he's a lying douchebag. And he was not able to tell us where the healer that we were looking for was. So we are now on our way to Talawak after receiving a hint from some small lady whose name I forget, who was tucked away in the depths of the Paradox Cave that completely broke my brain. So our journey today takes us south and then east. Or east and then south. I think it's south and then east. I don't know. We're trying to go from Aramon to Talawak. That's all I remember. I don't remember if they gave me specifics. I don't think they did. Just go southeast through the forest. Yeah, that's all we know. So we're heading that way. I'm not feeling 100% today, so I don't know. This might be a shorter stream, depending on how long it takes to get to Talawak. We might just get there, check out shops, and then call it if I'm not feeling too hot when we get there. But we'll see. It's all going to depend on how long it takes to get there. Last simple task that I had took me 6 hours, so I'm assuming we make it to Talawak today. We will find out. Tactical Evil Ash. Glad to have you here. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, yeah, there's no way we can get lost. What, was this ladder here before? Ladder go. More ladders. Oh, also, I messed around with my my microphone settings last night. So, let me know if anything sounds off on it. I can make some adjustments. Oh, he could have reached the... I didn't even see that wolf there. Oh my goodness. I was just focused on the goblin. Is that a goblin? Is that a bandit? That's Godric. Get away. Bandit boss. So used to fighting goblins, I didn't even consider the possibility that these were human. Also, I know this is technically a whiskey glass, but considering I have blue energy drink, this is just like the perfect glass for it. I can't get enough of this thing. It's amazing. Nice little wobble glass. Bandit boss killed. Oh. Whoa. 27 on Abracon. That's not normal. Especially considering this is the main entrance to Aramon, if I'm not mistaken. Which means I could have run into this encounter on the way to Aramon. Human Bandit joins the battle. Presumably on the other side of the hill. Okay, let's have you finish off this wolf. Or not. I want to have Aileron lay on hands. I leveled up my healer skill, I believe, so I want to see if I get a better heal off of that. What are you looking for, bud? Abracon goes again. 24, that's more like it. What the damage range? 11 to 24. Okay. Lay on hands. Oh, still 11. Oh yeah, I also made a whole bunch of cure potions because I found the spice vendor. Bow. Bow. Oh, woo. The human bandit that just joined the battle flees. Oh, nice. Big 29. I believe the biggest hit we've seen was 52? Yeah, we had two 52s back to back yesterday. I'll let him go. Goodbye, human bandit. Alright. Was I saving anything? Whoa, 38, 32. That's a lot of experience. Anything? I could go for that shield. Let's do the shield level. I think that's what I was saving for. Sounds right. Right, Brenna. Get you another stamina. Then I'll probably save up for a strength on you. No, let's go mechanic for trap disarms. More stamina for Godric. Abracon. Buzz. I love how we get that nice baseline buzz on the menu here. Sounds great. Yeah, we'll save up for another strength. Get him to a nice round 30. Holy moly. That's a whole bunch of potions. Broadsword, 7 gemstones, 3,000 gold. That was quite the encounter. I am glad I did not see this ladder and come up it on my way here. Okay, so if I do the cure potion here, all the way up to 71, yeah. That's huge. Alright, let's save it up. So, bandits are very good for experience and loot. Hello. Successfully picks the lock. 4 curing potions, 5 stealth potions. Oh my goodness. We found the potions. That's incredible. I've got so many cure potions now. What? I heard footsteps. Oh, it's a rat or something? Or, oh, I think that's a boar. So we are looking to go southeast through the forest. Apricon runs away. Oh. Excuse me. I hit the wrong button there. I just passed his turn instead of attacking. It'll be fine. These wolves aren't gonna last long anyway. Probably won't even deal any damage. Not to Abergon. 45, big hit. Oh! I didn't realize there was a wolf over here by Godric. Should probably pay attention to such things. In a more significant battle, that would be a problem. Fortunately, not so much here. Alright, so we'll have Brenna run down the Sergeant. Aileron and Godric can take care of this wolf. Oh. You reach him? No. Just barely. $51. Woo. 96 damage in 2 hits right there. Insane. Got a bow range, hopefully. That wolf is coming from the opposite end of the battlefield. Gonna be dead before Aileron gets there. Start heading to the wolf. Wolf flees. That'll do. 3,000 experience. Should be enough for that strength. Yeah. 30 strength. Looking strong there. Let's see. Diplomat might come in handy. I don't expect it will, but it's a definite maybe. I can't quite do that yet. Oops, no way. Oh, hi there. Well, you know, we just had a fight. Let's save. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Got the jams on this fight. Focus the Hobgoblin. That's why. I was hoping we could get him down before Spirit Shield. Direwolf. Can't reach yet. Ran into this fight before Aramon got super walled here. Yeah, before the Goblin experience grind that I went through. This would have been a rough encounter. Yeah, the Direwolf is pretty tough. Like, the Hobgoblin's not so bad. But Spirit Shielding a Direwolf makes it a significant threat at low level, for sure. 31. Nice. Don't miss. Nice. Good fight. The party is victorious. Like, I'm tempted to give Godric some strength. But I'm also thinking no. Because I don't really want him in melee combat, you know. I'm not going to be giving him the armor for it. Let's get him more stamina. Then I'll probably start pumping intelligence. Intelligence and endurance might be where he goes for a while. Definitely don't have enough. You might be able to do something with this. No. I might start giving her some dex now. 25 strength seems like a nice happy number for her. For the moment. Yeah, I was talking to Hack about this last night, or this morning. I don't know. Sometime between this stream and the previous stream. And, I really like how the level system works in this game. Like, the freedom to build your characters the way that you want to is so good. And it's like, you get to make decisions on, do I want a small boost now, or do I want to, you know, bank this experience and get something better later? Oh my god. Another dragon leather. Wow. What did I just see here? I did see Stormbreaker. What are you? Min intelligence 20. Damage and protection 0. But what do you do? Oh, it's a wand. So this one, but it doesn't say that it gives a spell. This has 10 charges of Acid Bolt. But Stormbreaker doesn't say that it has anything. Right? Huh. That's interesting. I'm gonna keep the Acid Wand, just because I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go into a fight with Stormbreaker and just see if something changes. One moment. One second, I gotta go do some homebrewed IT. I'll be right back, just a minute. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, what a start to the day. So, yeah, stuff breaking down all over the place. Had to go. Back to the game. So I know I'm going west right now. I'm checking to see. Okay, I think... Yeah, that's the corner I came around and then just looped around there. Okay. I was just checking to see if there was, like, a chest or something tucked away in there. Now I know I gotta keep a lookout for ladders freaking everywhere. Bay east. I'm not gonna stick to roads necessarily. I'm just gonna stay as southeast as I can at any given time. Because that, the only hint I have, and this might be the forest that I'm going through. This looks forest entrancey. Goblin poisoners. Ooh. Poor Godric. Can't reach. It's always weird to me when they go up right next to somebody and then they don't attack. Only 10. I wonder if that's like just a normal low roll for Dragon Flames, or if these guys have fire resistance. Yeah, I think I mentioned this before, but from what I had seen of this game, I was expecting the pacing of the combat to be like something that really took me out of the game, and I thought it would be distracting for me, but it really doesn't. Kind of surprising. Like, it could definitely be improved by, you know, increasing the pace of the combat, but it doesn't hurt it as much as I thought it was going to. Swaps weapons. You get tedious with lots of back-to-back? Yeah. Just a little bit. But it's like, it's not enough that I even count it as a negative. It's one of those things that could be better, but it's not problematic. Press A during enemy movement. Oh. I don't think I've ever tried that. Or maybe I did and didn't notice a difference. Who knows? Okay, you might have strength now. Or did I want... Oh, I was saving up for dex for her. That's right. You are saving up for more intelligence. You are... probably going endurance now. I want more strength for you, and we're almost there. Poison dart. Saber. Leather armor. Give that a save. Like, this place feels less dangerous. Like, I feel like my power level is appropriate for where I am. So I almost feel like, you know, I could save some time by not saving after everything that I do. But I also, I've played enough games to know that as soon as you start doing that is when you die. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Butterfly? You know, it's probably bats. I have seen bats before. Giant bat, there we go. I guess based on what I saw, moth would have been a better guess than butterfly. Nice. Double kill. $150 experience. I also really like the rain sound. It's a good loop. It's over there. Two bears, two bandits. Straight to Godric. Why is Godric starting that close? Okay, it's okay. He didn't attack Godric. It's fine. Everything's fine. Godric, I'm gonna need you to run away. There. Like, I'm really hoping that having Godric in the party is gonna pay off long term. Like, it's really useful having, you know, the level 3 alchemy for making cure potions and such. I haven't figured out how to learn new spells. He still just has Dragon Flame. I'm pretty sure the manual said something about learning from scrolls, but I have not found any scrolls. Or that may be something that I'm just assuming from D&D similarities. $47. Bye, bear. Also, they talked about wizards in Talawalk, so it may just be that there's like wizard trainers in Talawalk that can help teach me new spells. I don't think I want to hit yet, but it's something that's on my mind as a possibility in the near future. 400 experience. Oh. For some reason I thought he had more than that. Longbow. Alright, where am I on the map? Okay. I am in the forest to the southeast of Aramon. That is a positive. I am roughly in the place, or in the direction that I was told to go. That is a huge accomplishment. Yeah, I hear footsteps right there. They're everywhere now. Now they're over there. Oh, hey, hi. Fight. Godric. Go ahead and heal up, sir. Yeah, 34. Compared to him healing like 9 from the regular potions. Those curing potions are insanely good. I'm still leaning toward them being a percentage heal rather than a flat value. But who knows? I mean, obviously, somebody knows. You probably know. But the wide range that I was seeing, the range and consistency combination that I was seeing on the regular healing potions leads me to believe its percentage of max HP. You assumed it was flat numbers? Yeah, because the reason I think that is that Godric and Brenna, before I gave them any more HP, were consistently healing between 7 and 9. Abracon never once healed under 10. And he went as high as 15. And if you're looking at about, like, you know, if you're looking at percentages, that's fairly consistent between the two. Alright, you can get Dex now. You can get Dex. No, you can't get... You can get Dex now, nice. I know how numbers work. Some numbers are bigger than others. Dex up on Alaron and Brenna. And then Intelligence up on Godric. That was a good fight. Good result. Items tucked away in this corner. Maybe. Yes, there's a chest right there. Healing potion, sleeping gas flask. That could come in handy. Well, oh, we did lose the timer. Crap. Crap plus plus. I completely forgot about it. Alright, we are 30 minutes in, so I'll just start it at 12:51. Okay. Bam! We have a timer. Thanks for mentioning that. Also, why is it offset? That's not where it belongs. There we go. I mean, not like this timer matters. It's more for fun than anything else. It's a pig. It would be great if the first action that an enemy took was run away. I'd imagine it's possible. At, like, at some level. I still don't know, like, what criteria determines whether or not an enemy flees. There seems like there's, like, some sort of a morale system in the enemy AI. Strength to hunt one of them down? No. Definitely not. Fight you. I just want to fight everything right now. Oh my god. Okay. These guys do have some damage potential. Not if they're dead. Good job. Godric, get away. Human Bandit begins action. See? Damage potential. Oh, good hit. Yeah, so one of the reinforcements already fled. That's good. Swaps weapons. Yeah. Okay. Abracon's probably going to use a cure potion next turn, and so is Brenna. Abracon will probably be okay. I think I'd rather have him finish this guy off. But Brenna definitely needs to heal here. Yeah, and then 29 here when Abercon is doing like 40 with the curing potions. At this point, I would be surprised if there wasn't a connection to max HP on potion values. Bandit boss joins the battle. Him and his pet wolf. Oh god, why is Godric always the closest to the fight? Get out of there, Godric. Wolf fleece. I'm also really glad that you get credit for enemies fleeing as if you had defeated them. And that's because of the time that it... Critical hit on Godric from that far away, wow. But that feeling is specifically because of how long combat takes in this game. Like, it would feel really bad to spend a lot of time, get really close to killing enemies, and then they flee and you get nothing. Although it does seem that they have to gain a certain distance from you before they actually leave the battlefield. But I'm not sure if that's distance from you or proximity to the edge of the arena. Have stamina. Alright, I might need to camp after this fight. I probably should anyway. Bandit boss kill. 4732 experience. 1,000 for that. Oh, 30 is his max strength. Either that or his XP cost requires it must be maxed out to get to 31. Do I want more endurance or save up for dexterity? Or this is magic defense. Could be a good idea to give him magic resistance. But I think endurance might be a better idea at this point. We're almost enough for strength there. Okay. Oh, woo! Lootses. 5 gemstone. 3,000 gold. Alright, we're gonna save, we're gonna camp. I haven't noticed any change on Godric from, I'm swapping it out. So I'm gonna go back to the acid wand. That Stormbreaker, I don't know what that is. Like, it might just be like passive electric resistance. I don't know if that's a thing in this game. But it says 0 defense, 0 protection. All it has on it, if you look at the details, is intelligence required 20. Who knows? Maybe it has a specific interaction with like certain spells or something. Cave bear? It is a cave bear. Ooh, big old hit there. Oh, well I wasn't expecting her to go twice, so... I didn't move her forward, assuming that the bear would be dead before she got there, but she could have actually gotten a hit in there. Oh well. All good. Bear dance. The party is victorious. Everybody's kind of saving up experience right now for bigger payoffs. Oh yeah, I was gonna camp. I don't think I camped. Yeah, my stamina's still down. Camp. Pass the marshmallows. There. Oh man, that was almost a really fast fight. Experience per hour is insane. When the attacks land. Oh, he's still alive. Get him, Britta. That bear had 0 gold. Bad. Okay, where are we now? Okay. We are still progressing toward Talawak. I'd imagine if I just end up east, I can follow that road south. But I like the forest. It's going well. Plus, I keep expecting to find, like, hidden treasure chests around here. I think I have. I found one. Ogre! I don't know. There's a chance this might be a new type of ogre, so I'm going to save before the encounter. Good day, sir. That is a new type of ogre for sure. Ogre boss. He's a biggin. Godskin noble, Mrs. Aileron. That was a death sound. 1 damage. 1 damage. Alright. Drops weapons. Let's do more than 1 damage, please. That's less than 1 damage. I am so happy I saved. Maybe he's weak to magic. 13. Oh my goodness. Hey, Cornhusker. How's it going, man? Alright. Okay. Aileron, heal, please. And we're just gonna hope that that 1 damage was a really unlikely low roll. It's possible, right? Right? Oh, that's not promising. Alright, well, I've got lots of cure potions. So... assuming he doesn't one-shot anybody. Okay, 13. That's better. 5. That's 5 times as much damage as his first hit. Wait, what? Darkness. Darkness? That's right. His sword gives him the darkness spell. I don't know what that does. Now is not the time to find out. Or maybe it could be. I mean, if it blinds this guy and makes it so he can't hit us, that would be pretty ideal. Oh dear. Aileron avoids the attack. Alright, let's try this out. Darkness. Oh, he cast it on himself. Did that just make the fight darker? That's... what good is that? Oh no. Big 30 though. Alright, levels for Aileron, Brenna, and Godric. 4,500 is nice. Let's see. I think I was gonna... yeah, I was saving up for... Let's go endurance. All right. Get another dexterity on Aileron. Excellent. Brenna can almost get another dex. I'm gonna save up for that. Probably, yeah. I can get another intelligence for Godric. God, what a fight. Giant axe. There's no way. Nice. Okay. Well, that started out as a terrifying fight. And then quickly became okay. Really good experience, though. That was pretty nutty. Okay, well this seems to be a dead end. So, I guess that's probably a static encounter. But that's good to know that there are tougher encounters that are tucked away in some places. At least, I'm hoping that's what happened, because that would be a pretty rough one to randomly run into. Wolfie. So I don't know if it was directly related, but it seemed like the hit after he cast Darkness, he did, like, yeah, he hit him for 30. That was way harder than anybody else was hitting that enemy for. So I'm wondering if Darkness, like, makes the character that cast it hit harder on their next attack or something. You know, like, kind of like a vanish type thing, and then it goes into a backstab or something. Almost there. Next fight. Path tucked away here. Maybe not a path. Maybe it's just a little cubby. Where are we? Alright, we are still on track. There! I remember when I was doing everything I could to dodge bears because they were scaring me. Feels like so long ago. I definitely feel like I've been building my characters properly, because there's been, like, tangible progress in both accuracy and damage. Like, things have been getting progressively easier as I go. Tells me I'm doing it right. So that's a good feeling. It's always a bad feeling when you, feel like you're not making progress with your levels. It's like grinding is and getting progress out of it is one thing, but when you grind and you don't feel like you're progressing, it just feels bad. Fortunately, that hasn't been a problem with this. These average-sized rocks are completely impassable. Yes, I'm going around. Imagine getting strong. Imagine getting stronger without a battle grind. Let's do the rock clip. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if there is a rock clip. Keeps giving me single enemy encounters. It's fine, these go fast. Wolf ponders its life decisions. Wolf dies. Wolf lives. Why does Brenna keep flipping her hood up and down? Oh. 150. Oh, 675. was the 150? Maybe that was a giant rat. Nice. Pass everything until Apricot's turn again. Easy peasy. Okay, so it's the bats that was 150. Speaking of rats. Okay, so this should be the road direct. Oh, I was gonna open my map. First a wolf. Okay. I think this is the road south of... Yeah, okay. This is the main road. South of Gornia. So presumably now this road should lead me to Talawak. First, we steal from these innocent people. That's how RPGs work. Get off the road, this is no place to be wandering around. There are monsters and spirits. Tell me about the spirit. He wants something, that's for sure. He comes around when the sun's setting. Oh yeah, we saw a ghost at the very beginning of the game, didn't we? I don't recall. We got more out of that. Gray, misty-like, and everything around him in a great circle goes stone cold. Comes, he looks, he don't find what he wants, and he moves on. But it's a bad sign, I tell you. Go home, boy, before you bring some misfortune down on your poor family. Go home. Forgiving, friend. After I make sure you have nothing worth stealing. Don't appear to have anything. Your house is worthless, sir. Good day. Bucket. Through the fields. What are you? I'm saving before I fight that. I have not seen this before. This is the strangest looking thing I've seen to date. Wait, I think I have seen one of these. Chaos Scout. Has haste. I feel like I've at least seen something similar to this. I'm pretty sure if I did, it was not called a Chaos Scout. But the portrait looks oddly familiar. Oh. The dream cutscene, yes, that is exactly where I saw it. Thank you. Almost 2,000 gold for that. Wow, that's value. New journal entry. Let me guess. It's gonna say I just saw one of the things from my dream. Today I fought some bizarre, misshapen creatures. I was scared. I wonder if they were related to the spirit I saw in the woods near the castle or something else entirely. Let's camp. Past the marshmallows. Save after camping because that's the order I meant to do it in. The camping ambush encounters have not been particularly dangerous. Like, even when I was in dangerous areas, it was very basic enemies like bats and rats and stuff that were getting me, so it's like... I'm sure that's going to change, but it hasn't been an issue to this point. Oh my goodness. What a lighthouse. Were those my footsteps? No. Did I really not pop right onto that path right here? That's odd. I can go around down here. Oh, that's where the footsteps I heard were. Okay. I'm not too concerned about the scouts, but what is that other thing? Can't reach anything. Chaos Spellweaver. Right. This fight should be worth a ton of gold, though. Casts Mirror. I'm gonna hope that's like bounce. If that's just a spell reflect, then he can do that all he wants because I don't cast very many spells. I mean, like Godric has Dragon Flame, but rarely actually uses it. I like how, like, no character has a set voice. There's male sounds and female sounds. And so every character sounds different each time they get hit. Oh, ow. That's Mirror again. Nice dodge. Oh yeah, I have access to this thing called a game manual that tells me what all the spells do. Mirror. Imagine reading. Is Mirror not in here? Mirror, there it is. Effectively reflects the next few spells cast on the target. Okay, I was right. Doesn't matter to me. Chaos Scout, please. Take your buff and run. Hey, Spellweaver. How you doing? Can I really not reach it? If I block it from running. I want to kill this. Clumsiness. I'm gonna guess that reduces accuracy, or like a chance to miss a turn or something. Target loses 2 dexterity value for each rank of the spell. Well, that's less useful when you don't know what rank it's casting. But yeah, it does just effectively reduce accuracy. 3,900. Get another strength on you. You're saving up for more dex. You're fine, you're saving up for dex. 5,000 gold. Okay. So either there's a 10 orbs is nice. There's either a range of gold rewards for enemies, or it doesn't linearly scale with how many of I think are there, because one of those scouts gave me 2,000. I was expecting that one to be like close to 10 with 5 enemies in there. Still a lot of money, but not as much as I was anticipating. Alright, this is probably Talawak. After this terrifying rat. Got a couple of ROUSs. Immediately walks away. It's like, I'm gonna prepare to flee. As my friend over here gets murdered. $54, new biggest hit. $59, new biggest hit. Wow. 300. Oh, Apricon leveled up off of that. Nice. You know, I know I'm like right next to my destination, but I see a path into the forest that I absolutely must explore. Thanks, Elden Ring. You've destroyed my ability to tunnel in on progression. Yo, we got the beats now. Bam. 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 Roderick begins his normal action and runs away. Man, I forgot that in Anatolo's PB, he had the second try lighthouse. It's still insane. That time with things going wrong still. Was it third? Oh my goodness. You're right, yeah, it was third try lighthouse. Imagine being 3 minutes ahead of a PB that nearly was a world record. Yeah, there's always time to save until everything goes right in one run. And good luck getting that to happen. That's why PB is always free. More time to lose in the battle grind? Yeah. Because, like, I've talked a few times about that practice babble grind that I had, where I got 6 babbles on the way down to the heal tile and got the last ones on the way to the staff. And then he actually got it to happen in a run. It's crazy. Bandit boss. Stuck on Brenna. Okay, I might have her potion. No, Kodrick, you're going the opposite direction. Bam. They're so far away. Oh yeah, I haven't tried using the acid wand yet. I don't even know the range on that thing. I think I re-equipped it. Maybe. Acid bolt. It only has 10 charges. Okay, so the range is absolutely enormous. I don't want to use it right now because it only has 10 charges, and I don't know if there's a way to refill charges on wands. So we have gained information on how to use the wand and how far I can reach with it. That is enough. I wish I had more of an understanding of stamina. Non-lethal when stamina drops to 0 points are taken from endurance. Be sure to keep your stamina up by resting. Like, I feel like stamina in some way also plays into like accuracy and or damage calculation. But again, that might be me projecting mechanics from other games onto this one. Bandit boss flees. That's very good news because Brenna hasn't healed yet. There he is. Okay, well if the boss is fleeing, we'll just finish this guy off. Goodbye. 5,000 experience. Alright, we can get a dex here. Let's do it. I hit B instead of anything else. Leather cloak. No stamina penalty. Not stamina, dexterity penalty. That's good. Question is that like an accessory? Oh, no, there's a cloak spot there, so this is not considered body armor. Good. Free stats. Oh, I was gonna rest, that's why I saved. Pass the marshmallows. Alright, where was I? I was going this way, I think. What does that sound? That might be ambient noise. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be moving as I turn. Or getting quieter or louder. I think it's just ambient noise. A lot of dudes. What is... Oh, okay. I see. Their eyes in the portraits look like goggles. I was trying to figure out what was going on there. Direwolf. $39. That's a good hit. Can you reach him? You can. $15, not too bad. Brenna probably finishes him off. Yeah, that finished him off. 42 damage. That bandit is suffering from an acute case of deadness. Direwolf flees. Wow. Okay. I accept. Aileron's gonna use a cure potion. Godric's gonna hope that the reinforcements don't spawn right next to him. Reinforcements appear to be coming from there. They can change their mind. Either that or I killed the one that was fleeing. I don't think I killed the one that was fleeing. But maybe I did. I don't know. Big 45. And bandit joins the battle. Aileron's gonna start heading that way. Yes, you're gonna shoot Godric. Oh, okay, that's fine. We're gonna finish it, so so Abercon can start heading over there and then heal. Oh, he went the wrong way anyway. I saw Godric and I was thinking it was Aileron. I was like, alright, move over toward Aileron, heal up. Misu? Alright, back again. We won, yay. Let's see. We can get more decks for you. Up to 25. Godric. Intelligence up, so that's maxed. I'm wondering if that's like max, or if the maximum values will be improved at some point. Strength. I'm almost to another dexterity. I might just wait. Like really go all in on that that accuracy boost. There's also a chance that I'm like literally halfway through the game, because there are only 6 towns here, and I've been to 2 of them. I don't imagine there's a lot of town revisiting. Nice, more healing. Although, there are those teleport things, which does suggest there would be town revisits. But it would be faster town revisits in theory than walking in between them. Oh, I didn't get a bum there. Bam. 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 This is a weird encounter, because the basic wolves are just absolutely no threat. Like, the bandits are, like, potentially not completely harmless. But they're gated behind the wolves. Uh-oh. Of course they spawned in on the other side of Godric. Nice. Double Brenna. Enemy reinforcements flee. Well, that's one bandit down. It's so funny that the reinforcements can just bug out before they ever see the battlefield. Bam. Human bandit begins action. Human bandit attacks. Abracon avoids the attack. Brenna whimpers. God, imagine just getting hit for 40. Hi, Wolf. Okay, so it's not distance from the party, because he fled from right next to us. So I think it is proximity to the edge of the arena for the ability to flee. You think one of my characters died? Not so far today. Okay. Are you seriously gonna just get another dex here? I am. In fact, I was saving up for that, so that's less surprising than I made it sound. Let's get to another health. Next, let's... Oh, want more health on Godric? Or more more stamina, since he spends that for his spell casting. Let's get him ready for the day that I do have more spells available to me. We're maxed on strength. You know, let's just keep saving up for more dexterity. Leather boots. Okay, we're just finding stuff for slots that we haven't had before. Protection +1. Boink. Alright. No penalties. We found a rope. We found boots. We found a cloak. We found wands. Game is just blowing wide open. I'm gonna get lost in the forest. We're right outside Talawalk, and I'm never gonna find it again. Let's give this a save, just in case. Actually, I mean, worst case scenario, I flee. Well, worst case scenario, Brenna dies before I have a chance to do anything about it. Oh, she's fine. Imagine walking up to Abercon and then just not attacking him. Like, that guy's just like, please, put me out of my misery now. Don't worry, Hack, it wasn't mine. Oh. Yes, nice, he can reach. Bandit killed. Bandit killed. Ah! So, I still don't... I don't think positioning has anything to deal with damage, or with accuracy. But, I did find when I was reading through these, Thief does increase damage inflicted from behind. So, her positioning still matters. Everybody else, I don't think it matters at all. Another cloak? Oh yeah. I just want to farm these until everybody gets a cloak. And then I'm going to walk into Talwalk and... they're just gonna sell cloaks. I know how this story always ends up. Oh, look at that. Look at that, I almost turned around, and then the chest loaded in. You just picked up 100 gold. You just picked up 100 gold. How you read it, it's totally up to you, and both are correct. Picked up just 100 gold. You gold just picked 100 up. That one's probably incorrect. Okay, we're back out to the field. Excellent. Alright, who's ready for dialogue? I'm ready for dialogue. Sometimes the dialogue even completes. Sometimes. I like how you just have that ready to go now. That was by far my favorite part of the of reading the manual. Lonely Mountain. Dare, Bodhag, Cardu, Clust, son of Turi, Dyfed, Kier, Medder, Tanguy, Vaughn. Okay, I'm not actually going to read through all the names here. That's not useful information to me. Greetings! Good afternoon, sir. Pleased to greet you and your comrades. I'm from outside the castle. Can you tell me about Talwalk? There is much you should know in the library. I appreciate your help. Digging this beat, though. Who says Aidyn Chronicles doesn't have music? Kinda don't want to go inside because I want to hear the music. I'm expecting it to change. What's up, lady? Greetings, miss. A hearty welcome to you. Talawalk's a friendly place. I'm from the castle. Can you tell me about Talawalk? The zombies are up and about in the Darkling Bog. Ooh, that sounds fun. I appreciate your help. We're gonna fight zombies in the Darkling Bog. Right. Music. Corruptus. Open for business? Okay. What do you have for training? Train shield. Cost 0? Maybe that's because he can't train it? Okay. Oh, I forgot to check how much this costs. I had this written down. It costs 10,200 train at the shop. I need to check that out in the field. Alright, what do you sell? Chainmail. Talawalk mail. 6 protection and only -1 dexterity. Oh, that's right. Everybody has dragon leather. Never mind. Forgot about my good fortune there. Okay, 4/4 -3. 3/4 -3. Okay, so bronze shield. Upgrade. Sell the... Hello. These were necessary. Extra dragon leather. That. Value 0. I am so curious about this Stormbreaker. Because it gives nothing, sells for nothing, but has a minimum intelligence of 20. Strongly suggests that there is something to it. Hold on to the poison dart. Not likely to end up using it. Because throwing weapons don't seem to be very good in general. But there's always a potential use for poison in RPGs. Always. Okay. Hidden in this corner? No. Saving it for the final boss. Maybe. Alright, what is this? Oh, it's a fountain. Okay. Do. Nobody here. Another shop. On your mind, lad. Alright, what do you train? Merchant, Ranger, and Troubadour. Okay, I do kind of want Ranger. Right? Because that reduces the chance to be ambushed. Increases the amount of herbs, gems, and spices you harvest from naturally occurring sources. That could be very useful. It's also super cheap. Let's train Ranger. Twice. That seems like a good idea. I don't think merchant matters too much because gold is not an issue. It might be when you don't fight absolutely everything that you see, but I've been murdering everybody in the world, so it... Ooh. Protection +2. 1. Ranger +2. Interesting. Boots of Adamant. 1, 2... Do I just get these for everybody? I'll get 3. I'm actually gonna go... Woodsman's. But Aileron's Ranger will be 4. And everybody else can have 2 defense. Seems good, man. You had a staff too, right? Ironwood staff. skill pole. Could be good for getting Godric into melee. Does he have pole skill? No, Godric is not a pole dancer. Alright, but we'll still hold on to it. Could be useful. Boot. Empty house? Yeah. Bam A everywhere. See if you get loot. No. Okay, so it seems like the ones with the white buildings are shops. Never mind. Every time I think I've, like, solved something in this game, it immediately contradicts what I thought I've learned. Every single time. Okay, this seems very important. I think I'm gonna check this building last, just in case it's like story progression. I want to see if there's another shop that has... Oh man, there's more buildings over there. How big is Talawalk? I want to see if there is like a magic shop. Because they talked about wizards in Talawalk. Presumably there's a magic shop here. I can learn some spells. I would really love for Godric to be more than intermittently useful. Like, if I could get him to learn some, like, defensive buffs or something, that would be amazing. Hellhound water. Alchemist and merchant. I don't have Hellhound water. I can buy curing potions. Oh my. I mean, I can still make plenty, so I don't need to do that right now. But that is an option. House. This looks like a weapon shop. Alright, battle axe, broadsword. All. Pole axe. 6 damage, 45 base hit. Four damage, 65 base hit. That's a 20 base hit difference. I think hit is everything so far in this game. I think I want to stick with the 65 for now. I have been leveling up his dexterity. That could offset it a bit, but I don't know. Ooh, can train warrior here. I think that's cheaper. Or maybe not. Maybe I was thinking of his. Okay. I do have a weapon trainer. Talawalk. I want to write this down. Talawalk has a weapon trainer. Warrior? Crafted sword.
And I'm hungry and I don't know.
I don't know, go look in the pantry, bud. Delete that note because we did it. Right. I think I'm gonna go back and check out that. I'm gonna go back and check out that building. This place is huge. This might just be the inn or something. miss. Oh, trolls on the road to Terminor. Excellent. When we go to Terminor, expect trolls. Hello, I am Gavin, an apprentice at the Wizard's School. Okay. I've met the Great Wizard. Ardra is a woman of astonishing beauty, grace, and cleverness. From the first moment I looked upon her, I knew that I could not rest until I had cast off my common clothes. And put on the robes of a fully fledged wizard. Okay, part 2 of that was very important. Couldn't look upon her until I took my clothes off. And dressed up as a wizard. She has taught me much in these recent days, however... Oh, she's taught me much. In these recent days, however, she has spent many hours of her time in solitude. To speak to her, you must simply go to the wizard's school and answer the question that all humans may answer truly. What's the answer? Aha, you mock me, sir. I like your wit. I shall vouch for you with Devlin the doorkeeper. Alaron has no wit. He is just that dumb. He needs the answer given to him. Let me touch your garments. Oh, man. that moment was so good. Like, I was legitimately like, oh my god, I can't believe she's saying this. And like, oh wait, she's not saying this. Okay, maybe the wizard school is what I saw over here. That in the distance. Seems wizard schoolish. Why is the music getting quieter? To the Jellyfish's Wizard School. Excuse me, sir. Yes, strong man. I was wondering if you would tell me what it's like to stand guard. You will stand guard someday when you become a knight. Then you'll see. I appreciate your thoughts. He gave you no thoughts. He said figure it out for yourself. Why are you thanking him for that? Camera? What is happening in here? This room feels really laggy. It's probably the fire. There is nothing in here. There's a lot of effort put into this for nothing to be here. Whew. Adventures in Camera Land. Oh, I can go back here. Starting to feel like I'm leaving town, and this might not be what I'm looking for. Okay, let's go back in. Proceed further south in town. Maybe we'll find the school there. Music back. There it is. All right. Let's see what's across that bridge. Oh, a Mirari. Do I want to talk to a Mirari right now? I don't know. It's been a nice vacation. He might know where Ardra is, though. A well and good greeting, Mirari friend. Zibid IB. Oh my god. Okay. For a second there, I read that as Zibidabi. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? Zibidabi! Pleased I am to meet with you. But tell me clear, what favoring can Zibid do? You don't know where Ardra is, do you? Zibidabi. What can you tell me of the forest? Like any wild land, a dangerous place the woods can be. There are many routes for gathering. But bring no evil with you. Mirari, friend, I see a hole within the spirit. Fill it not with bad things. Don't talk about filling my holes, sir. So there's the name for a character right there. What characters dwell... What characters? What creatures dwell in the forest? Pay no heed to stories of evil. You just said... Didn't you? Oh, he said don't take evil with me. That's what it was. Only what you take with you. Spirits that dwell there also are Mirari, friend. Dryads, they call themselves. They frighten easily, so startle them not. Serve them, but a greeting do I give them as I pass through. No, too, they often talk of nothings and nonsenses. Zibidibi. I'll remember, Zibid. Good journey to you, Mirari, friend. Much thanks for your kind attention, Zibidibi. Here, take this token giving as respect, Mirari, friend. Well spoken, are you? What did I get? I don't know what I got. Anything new in here? Could be anything. What is that popping noise? I have 2 of something. Maybe he just like gave me a gemstone. I had 33 spice already, so maybe he just like threw a gemstone at me. Or maybe he didn't give me anything. That's always possible. The dialogue in this game doesn't seem to be like grounded in reality at all. So it's possible he just said, here, take this token, and gave me nothing. Greetings! Nice to visitors in Talawak. I'm assuming that was supposed to be nice to see visitors. I'm from the castle. Can you tell me about Talawak? There are strange forces around you. Why, thank you. Oh man, I missed these conversations. Your face disturbs me. Why, thank you. I spent some time with your mother last night. She wanted you to know she's doing well. Oh, why, thank you. Oh, that's probably the school over there. Behind this thing. They got a celebrity Jeopardy? Kinda, yeah. Excuse me, sir. You seem a young man of purpose. What can I do for you? I was wondering if you'd tell me what it's like to stand guard. Hard work, but worth it. I protect the likes of you from goblins and minions. I appreciate your thoughts. I killed them myself, though. Thank you. Alright, is this the school? Okay, the way I said, is this the school? Like... Oh, man. It reminded me of, like, the underscore text-to-speech messages in Artos's chat. Underscore? Alright, do you train magic? Lore Master and Merchant. Underscore? Hey, scrolls! Earth Smite. That sounds fun. Allows the character of the elemental school to learn the Earth Smite spell. Elemental school. Necromancy school. Any school. Uh-oh. What school is Godric? Remove poison. Map 7? Like that. Fishing tip 2. In wizard rank 2. Godric, is there a way I can tell what your school is? I don't think so. Spells. Maybe here I select his school. Alright, what was the map? Cannot equip that item. I want to equip it. I want to look at it. Details does nothing. I think I just bought a worthless piece of paper. This is not the school we're looking for. Right. Search continues. From the red light district. What for business, sir? What do you train? Mechanic and merchant. Okay. Sell. Kraken bat hide. Okay, so this is... These I can presumably make things with mechanic. I don't know how many of them I would need to craft something, or how good it is. So right now, since I'm somewhat lower on money after buying a whole bunch of stuff, I'm gonna hold off. I haven't even found an inn here, just a whole bunch of shops. This certainly feels like leaving town. Music is getting quieter. That is absolutely leaving town. Okay. I've missed something. The only thing I can think is those two buildings that I saw in the distance, like over the hill, has to be where the school is. The question is, how the hell do I get there? Maybe I do just need to go out to the west again. Go a little bit further. Yeah, that right there. Top center of the screen has to be the school, right? God, what I wouldn't give for a double jumping horse right now. Well, that seems like a good way to get there. I think we found it. Greetings! Hello, boy. You are welcome in Talawalk. I'm from the castle. Can you tell me about Talawalk? We follow magic here. Believe your senses and listen to your dreams. I appreciate your help. That was the most normal conversation I've had in this game. Like, by a mile. Every other conversation has just been so bizarre. Alright, let's save before this. I can't imagine there's anything dangerous here, but you never know. I have to answer the question that every human should be able to, apparently. Stand fast! I am the door warden of the Wizards' School. The greatest school of wizardry anywhere on this entire plane. Are you prepared to pay the price of admission here? Price? What nonsense. Anyone can see you represent a king. Why should we pay anything? Stand your ground and demand your entrance. Psst, kid. Why don't we just, sneak in the back way? Come now, step up then, and speak truly. I'll go first, Elrond. Let's see what happens. Great Warden. I'll tell you this, I have no need of magic and my name is secret. Truly spoken. Go right inside. Okay. What about you, sir? Yes, you in the back. Me? Can we talk about this a bit? That's what I'm here for. Step up, please. Now, there we are. I see nothing to worry about, save hearing your true name. I can give you my cat's true name instead. She's becoming quite the apprentice. No! You! I want to hear your true name, since you are the one who... But she's, already transmuting base metals, and, you don't usually see that in a feline. I don't care if she's an arch-wizard. You're not passing until... ... I like goldfish. Oh my god, I love Godric. He's the best drunk alchemist ever. Oh. What? Pardon me, sir, but what does that have to do with anything? So, I forgot. Come on, Godric, give it a try. It'll be okay. Oh, alright. Sir, as I recall, my true name is... hyphen. I didn't hurt, that did it. Is that it? Yes, thankfully. You may go inside, please. My true name is... la 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 la. Thank you, miss. You may certainly go right in. Oh, just one thing. Yes, sir? Some of the resident wizards like to speak openly about certain wizardly affairs. And some of the guests like to pick up information. So, as a little precaution, nothing serious, some of the words in there, words you may hear, have protective spells cast upon them. Repeat one of those without permission, and, well, miss, I'm afraid that word would seal your tongue down to nothing but ash. Comprende? Ew. I mean, yes. Yes, sir, I do. Thank you, sir. Step up! I hope I never have to do this guy's voice again, because I'm pretty sure I've changed it 3 times in this conversation, and I don't really know where I was going with it. Fine, that's fine. Now speak true. Your name is? My true name is Oganizikawek. Well, let's see. Abercon got away with saying this one. Nobody said their actual name, so this is not correct. That's pretty obvious. Let's copy Abercon. My true name is Secret. What a shame. First liar of the bunch. But I can smell the magic on you, boy. Fortunately for you, I'm feeling generous. Try it again. My true name is Oganizaikiakakak. You're going to lie to me, boy. At least make it half convincing. Now answer truly, or stop wasting my time. I don't know. This is getting to be a long day. I cast spells, that's true, but I swear I do not know my true name. That's strange. I don't understand it either. I wish I did. You wish? Well... that should count for something. Do you have the courage to seek real answers? I know that I do. Then enter the School of Wizards. Thank you, Warden. May you find the answers you seek. Oh, that's over. I wasn't expecting that much dialogue when I went with that voice. I'm not talking to him again. Save now that we're beyond that. New journal entry has been added. Gained access to the school, and I don't know my name. We are granted admittance to the wizard school. There is something weird about my name. Nailed it. I nailed it, man. I can see the future. Alright. We are looking for Ardra. Dude, these stairs are the hardest thing in the world, judging by how Alaron is going up them. Boom, 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 boom. Loot? No loot. Like, this is so weird. Like, there was one place in this entire... like, one room in Guernia where I was able to loot stuff from a shelf. And I have not been able to do it any time since. It's like they dropped that mechanic. Like they put it in one room and then forgot it existed. Can't open that door. What the heck? Why is that blocking the path? Not a door. Also not a door. Welcome to today's episode of Door or Window. Everything is a door until proven a window. Okay, there are no doors here. Going back down. Music is interesting. Not nearly as good as the outside Talawalk music, but better than the silence of walking through the forest. Although even in the silence, like when you're out in the overworld, like it's fitting for the game, so it's not a complete negative. Oh, maybe we're... The lock is far beyond the ability of Brenna to pick. What lock? This is a chute going down to the basement. Where's the lock? Alright? Oh. That was actually a door. Nope, can't loot it. No cook in here. No food in here. It's a raging fire. There are no people in this school. Hey. I've gained entrance to the school. The only thing I found is a locked not door. Okay. Came up on the south end, I think? Hang on. Okay, yeah, these stairs are on the south end. There are 2 doors on the east side, it looks like. Checked. Yeah, this is the room I checked. It looks like there's a... This didn't open. You have to say. Halt! No one may see Audra without permission. Gatekeeper, my name is Aileron, and... I know who you are, and I know what you want. You can't see the wizard, go home. I have something to show her. You do, eh? Well, is it something that might be of interest to Audra? Very nice spellbook. No. Magic stick of the honored Morari. Maybe that's the token that he gave me. There's little use for mere tricking, you know. Spice would not be anything. So am I gonna lie and say spellbook, or am I going to assume that that Morari gave me a magic stick? I feel like both of these answers are just really bad attempts from Aileron to sound convincing, and they're both gonna fail. And this just isn't gonna be good enough. I feel like the spellbook lie is more likely to succeed than the magic stick. Listen, spellbook's enough, boy. Take you and your knowing presence elsewhere! Halt! No one may see Audra. Alright. What if I just say but? There are no buts about it. Audra sees no one. Leave now. We're done here. Okay. I guess I'm lying about a stick now. Stick? How? Where did this is working? Oh. Wait, did she actually give me a stick? I think she did. It was so stupid sounding, I assumed it was a lie. But yeah, she gave me the stick to fix it to my helm for the ship. That's right. My helm, yeah. Okay. You're favored by your other. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Come in. Thank you, gatekeeper. You said something earlier, boy. What? I don't know what that means. Boat 6 foot. Forthy Jiff. Wills thou may live, or all gaze that thou geet. Thou gast fra magic. Come in, child. You call yourself Alaron? Yes, your worshipfulness. Oh, come on. That's just... Walks into the scene from the direction of her bed instead of the door. He did. That's right, the door's over there. Oh, that's great. Nice Han Solo impression here, by the way. Yes, your worshipfulness. Man-child, you have a pleasing air about you. Be not so formal in our house. Honored mother, I am but a humble squire. What title would be appropriate? Appropriate, indeed. For one so young standing here before me, it is appropriate. My gatekeeper says you have a relic. I do, great wizard. The Mirari magic stick. Would you like... No, child, your Asa bid you to keep it close, did she not? I know why you are here, but these are difficult times. For Dog's Isle is far and hard to reach, and that is all I wish to say on that matter until I know more. I will heal you, trouble yourself not. Yes, honored mother. You know of magic? No, I mean, not really. That is, I am unschooled. Show me. Here? Come boy, modesty is good in some regards, but not in wizardry. Alright. Zip. You are well cast. Are you sure? Because nothing happened. Tell me though, what is your aspect? Forgive me, honored mother, I'm not sure I have one. Unusual, but not unheard of. Now, to the northwest of Talawalk, there is an enchanted forest. Dryads live there. Have you heard about that one? Dryads, honored mother, enchanted creatures. Enchanted? Yes, I suppose one might say that. Nonetheless, in that forest there is a grove where amaranth roots are found. Gather me some of those roots, man-child, and bring them hither. Then I will cure you, certainly. Southwest? Ah, man-child, the poison clearly has affected your memory. No, he's just that dumb. The way to the forest lies behind the school. Northwest from there. It is very easy to find. Your group may go with you, but you will need the good grace of Pandara to succeed. Should I... Bring me the amaranth, then we will discuss the other matters troubling you. Thank you, honored mother. Alright. New entry has been added. Ardra says they must go to the northwest to the Dryad's Forest and find something called amaranth. I mean, we can just find her on Twitch, right? Or she'll be able to cure me. Oh, man. You're right. Yeah, he enters from over here. That's funny. Okay, so there's a path to the forest from behind the shul. Saving in this town, he did say something about that. It crashes a lot here. Good reminder. I'm assuming that when I leave is one of the times that it likes to crash. This is not. No crash there. Alright, path behind the school. Also, I never found an inn. So we'll probably just camp once we get out here. Okay, already in combat. Oh, never mind. Well, this is where Ardra said to go. They must be right around here, somewhere. If I were a Dryad, this is where I'd be. I see 2 approaches. Straight ahead and continue northward through those trees. Or turn back a few paces and come around from the other side. Yes, everything is lighter here. What? They're hiding from me. They sense that I'm coming and they've hidden away. I mean, I can't be that far off, can I? Yo, call me wild and, well, wild. I feel lighter. Look at my foot! I'll bet the lighter we are, slower we move. Shouldn't it be faster? No, it's some kind of dryad spell, you see? Where you lose some weight and slow down at the same time. Lighter and slower. Light speed! I love Godric, he's so funny. Godric might be my favorite character so far. Like, he's justifying his position in the party just from his dialogue. Like, even if he never contributes to combat for the rest of the game, just his dialogue is so good. What else did Ardra say? She said travel northwest, find the Dryads, share the Amaranth, return for the cure. Ardra? Well, she knows a few tricks, doesn't she? I'm sure Ardra's directions were right. Just keep going, this way. I'll find the Dryads, get the Amaranth, and be back to Talawalk before she knows it. The wolf. Looks like it. Save. Sometimes. See what kind of wolf this is. Spirit wolf. Okay. This is new. They cast spells. Exhaustion. What does exhaustion do? Reduce stamina, I'm guessing. Target loses 2 stamina for each rank. Yep. That's an effect icon over there. Yeah, just do your normal thing, Godric. Spirit Wolf evades the attack. Avoids. Avoids, evades, whatever. Who cares? Oh. That one was my character. Okay. Actually, that's probably where I'm gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. It's a little bit of a shorter stream, but I was expecting that because I'm not feeling so hot today. I clocked out of work early too. I considered just not streaming tonight, but I really wanted to do more Aidyn Chronicles. So it's a good save point because I'm right next to where I need to go. So it shouldn't start out lost. It'll be the opposite of the Goblin Caves. But yeah, still really enjoying the game. The dialogue is amazing. I joke about the dialogue a lot, but it's so freaking hilarious to me. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. And I'm pretty sure everybody in here is probably already watching Anatolu, so I'm not gonna bother with the raid, but I'm gonna head over there, space out until I pass out. But thanks a lot for hanging out, guys. I can stop the timer. Pause. Yeah, thanks a lot for hanging out. Saturday is gonna be Dragon Warrior 4. I've got the international race coming up in a few weeks here. And presumably next Saturday is going to be Mega Man X2 with Northrex. So this Saturday is going to be my last chance to actually get a practice run in before the race. So I should probably do that. So that's the plan for Saturday. And then we'll be back here looking for Dryads and Amaranth on Tuesday next week. So thanks a lot for hanging out. And I will catch you guys on Saturday. Have a good night. Take care. See you later.